All right, welcome back to another fun-filled and exciting episode of It's Easier to Take It Somewhere Else. Last time out, I said it was a beauteous spring day. Well, in fact, it was more like a spring-like day. We are still technically in winter, and it is cold out today. It's below, well below 40. And left off with this. Today I think I'm going to do oil pump, some gaskets, probably even attempt to adjust valves. I never adjusted valves on these before. I did years and years ago, but I don't remember how I exactly how I did it. I know the last time I adjusted valves, it was on my old Chevy truck, and I did it on the car with the engine running, and I had a rag laying down, an old bath towel to soak up any oil that spilled out. And then I set it was right here where the bug is, and then I set the towel down over here where the heater is. And when I came back, I went out for a little bit, I had to get something. And when I came back, my wife was walking out of the garage door with a bucket. My firefighter wife, she's not really a firefighter, but she was that day. And that full-size bath towel was reduced to the size of a dollar bill. It could have been disastrous if she wasn't paying attention. So that was fun. All right. Let me fire up the heater, set you guys down. Not necessarily in that order. And we'll get to things. I got a few things set up now. Just want to turn the heat down a little bit. Going to do the oil pump. I never did just about everything on this car is a first timer for me, but I never did an oil pump on these. Oh, okay. There are there's special nuts that have some kind of a crush thing built in to actually prevent any leakage. Come on, focus. And I didn't get new nuts. Wonder if I could just get away with running a bead of a bead of sealer on the edges. Yeah, nothing came in the package, just gaskets and an oil pump. All right. I think that's what we're going to do. Try and just run a bead of sealer. Just run a bead of sealer around the studs. Definitely going to clean this up before I put it back together. Oh, yeah, somebody recommended running loosening up this nut, the bottom nut, or bolt rather. How loose, I don't know. I'm not taking it off. This one, and we might as well do this one. They said it aids in removing the water pump. Who knows? I'm just trying to pass along what I read. Try not to do much prying on these things. Okay, it is coming. Maybe we'll do this other bottom one also. It's right where the engine splits. Whoop! Watch out. I get a plastic pry bar. I don't know how well this is going to work, but I'd rather use it instead of a screwdriver, honestly. It looks like I'm starting to make a little progress here. I'm just putting this in and hitting it on the back side. On both sides here. Slow progress, very slow. All right, looks like, okay, we're going somewhere. There we go. One oil pump out. This was just a tub of grease that I had laying around. I'm just spreading grease on the cogs. It's coming. Slowly, but it's coming. Yeah, throw a little grease on that too. On the shaft. Make sure they get all the cogs here. I know I'm not showing much here, but you just have to take my word that I'm putting it on. I'll do what I can. I have it camera faced on the engine, not me. They have dots on the I don't know if you can see dots on the gear. Make sure that's facing out. And try and try and give you a view here of what I'm doing. Okay. This is supposed to aid in when you first start the engine up. This ensures that the pump is not dry. It's not starting dry. Back on the engine. That looks like it's a paper gasket. I'm trying to wipe everything off, and it's actually a paper gasket. I'll try and take that off. There we go. Just like every other gasket or anything else that you want to take off, 95% of it will come off nice and easy, and that 5% will remain and break your ball to no end. So we'll see what happens. So far, so good. Always some that will remain. Okay, that wasn't what I thought it was. It was just a little discoloration. Okay, it was really just this one. All right, put a little brake cleaner on a rag, clean things up, dry things off, whatever. Where's my brake cleaner? Alright, some people like using other things. I'm using what I have, wherever it is, or wherever it went. There we go. I'm just using blue Permatex. Just a real thin coat. As thin as I can make it. I'll try and make it even thinner than that. Thin as thin can get. I don't think it can get any thinner than that. Just go around the edge, make sure there's nothing going on inside. Where is the gasket? Okay, here's the gasket. It's got a little, oh shit. Well, that's got to be cleaned off. Huh. I tried to show you that it's got a little flat spot, or like a little flathead screwdriver type of a deal, and it's supposed to sit in a little slot on the inside of the engine here. Now I got to clean it off. All right, I got to go outside and so I can spray some brake clean. All right, all cleaned off. Supposed to have some grit. It's supposed to have some grease in it, not grit from the floor. So we'll do this again. Take two, I guess. See if we can do this again without dropping things. All right, it goes this way. If I should grease this up, probably can't hurt. By me saying that, it's probably the worst thing I could do. Oh, you should never do that. Well, you should have been here to tell me not to do it. All right, talk about your tight fits, huh? It was tight coming out. It's tight going in. What happened? Why did that unfocus? All right, it's seated. And we'll spin this, and there we go. It popped right in. Okay. Perfect. All right. Clean this up. Little there. Going to use the outside of the nut. Come on, focus. The outside of the nut instead of the inside where the little groove is. "14 foot-pounds. Let's just tighten these up a little bit for now. Get them snug while making a mess with this sealer over here. Okay. Fourteen, 14, 14, and 14. Let's go back. Do it again. Okay. $14. Okay, here. This one. 14, 14, double check, 14. Alrighty, one oil pump. Now let's move to fuel pump gasket, and I guess this would be the crankcase vent gasket screen, whatever, I'm not sure exactly, but that's what we're going to go to anyway. Now that the oil pump is done, we're going to move on to the fuel pump. Fuel pump gasket, that is. We're just going to take it off and put a new one on. I'll find out what the torque specs are in a little bit. I haven't even opened up the gasket kit yet, so that is that. I don't know what to do with the old oil pump. Whoop. That whole rod came out. All right. Let's make sure we keep that rod in place. And we have another two-part gasket here. Like I said before, 95% comes off, and the other 5% will break your ball to no end. We'll see. No! Wow! Got to put gloves back on. Okay, that's that. And we'll put that back in, put that in. The new one goes like so, just like so. I'm going to put new grease on the pump. I don't know what kind of grease they got on here or had on here. But I'm just putting premium wheel bearing grease. You know what? To make it easier on me, Before I put the fuel pump back on, I'm going to change whatever this is. I forgot what the breather vent. I'll just put that down there. It's got washers and lock washers, so I really don't think there is a torque value applied to that. Okay, one gasket. Where's a square one? This looks like a square one. Yep, she's a square one, all right. And a new one of these, whatever you want to call these. Oh, what do we got? We got another paper gasket. We got two. Two paper gaskets, okay. And this goes on just like this. I'm saying this just to remind myself that it goes on like this, just like it's shown right here. I'm doing that for me, not you guys. All right. Well, this is not even the 95%. This is like breaking my ball right away. All right, I'm going to shut you off and clean this up. All right, I just cleaned it up a little bit, and this put the gasket on one gasket. I'm going to put this, whatever this is, I don't know what it's called, but I'm putting it right where it belongs, or the proper position anyway. And then a gasket over top of it, just like before. I don't think there's really any need for any sealer, because it's just for gas vapors. Help if you put it back in the right position. Okay. Washer, lock washer, and a nut. Use a wrench. Oh, that's right. I put it down here. Yeah. Well, like I said, I don't know if there's there shouldn't be a torque value applied to this. I'm just going to set my arm to snug. Snug, 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 snug. That's a little snugger than the rest. I think they're all snugged up. All right. Now the fuel pump. And they just got regular flat washers on them. And nuts. And I'm not 100% sure, but I think these might have a torque value assigned to them. I'll look them up as soon as I get these set here. All right, let's see. Okay, there is no torque value assigned. It just says to pack the bottom with wheel bearing grease, which I did, and tighten these nuts up with a box wrench, open end box wrench. Doesn't say how much, so everything is going to get click, click. It's just going to get snugged up. All right, this is working out well. Oil pump, fuel pump, breather,